That's fine. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. My only point is
here, Joe.
My only point is
here. Here's the side of what's going on.
You're always on with the New York Times, so you're always on the side of right.
We're
so
on the side
I understand
of information
truth and democracy
facts,
and the
yes,
darkness and all that crap. Truth. And look, you're together. You're over there. Here's all I'm going to say.
We called each other this morning, and we sort of coordinated.
Here's all I'm going to say. That for 13 months, the reason that Microsoft got to the point where they really had a competitive product was because Oracle started this 13 months ago, complaining about it going automatically to Amazon, almost set up for Amazon.
I think there was a document floating around that said Amazon conspiracy, and that somehow made it in the hands of the White House.
But there are a lot of Amazon employees at Defense Front and vice versa, the revolving door that seemed like this was set up for him. Plus, he already owns the Washington Post. Now he's going to move the headquarters to D.C. and bring 20,000 jobs in. Does he, who is he? Citizen Kane? Is he going to, he's William Randolph Hearst. He's going to control everything in the world in terms of business and politics?
Where he came up with this angle is
it's amazing how you were able to tie all of that together without my saying.
I just think that Satya should get some credit for getting up to certification 6
does.
and getting it up to the point and winning it fair and square. They're at 15% of the cloud. They're trying to go up from there versus 40%.
I think you could do this whole segment on your own, Joe. You got every bit.
So who got to me, Satya or Trump?
You tell us.
Nobody. Nobody but the God of fairness. Don't
you have Trump on speed dial?
We only have a couple minutes for this segment. Yeah. Ed's got to get a word in edgewise.
Go ahead, Ed.
No, I love to hear Joe talk about it.
I just like to preempt the
I'm not going to dispute that there's, with these types of contracts, there's always going to be sort of trying to curry favor. We should look at the facts, though, which is Amazon, they were the front runner largely because they already had the CIA contract, which went very well, and it was very comprehensive, and the security around that was actually really good. So that's where,
Let me ask, this is kind of scorched earth to go and say, we're taking you to court, we're going to fight this by taking that route. Does that mean that Amazon will have a more difficult time down the road getting future contracts?
I mean, it certainly doesn't, make it easier for them, but I think they're probably waiting at the fact that, well, look, administrations come and go, right? This might take a while. The other thing to
administrations come and go, but I wonder if this infuriates all of the lifelong staffers who stay at these levels and who make a lot of.
Why not the GAO, where you could block implementation?
I think that's a fair point.
Why didn't they go to the GAO and block it from even starting?
Well,
this way, it's
because again, it goes back to the GAO also. Biased.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, look, I think these are all fair questions. I think, the other side of this, too, is that you have to consider, when the administration was asked, why are you halting the awarding of this contract in the first place before it even went to Microsoft? We want to get the best possible deal. We don't want to overcharge taxpayers. It went to Microsoft. It's still $10 billion, right?
There are people that say the Amazon product is still better. I mean,
also, they've been doing it longer. They invented this market, really. Right. So, if you want to talk about in terms of longevity and experience, they've certainly got it.
Mm-hmm. So what happens then next?
Although Microsoft has decades of working.
What can happen in this case? What kind of discovery can really take place? Are you really going to find documents and emails and texts? I mean, is that even plausible?
Well, so that's the other part of the problem with.
Is there going to be
this administration, which is getting these communiques, these documents? If it went as far as the White House, the Oval Office, and Trump saying, "Well, I don't want it to go to Bezos, Washington Post."
Well, this Mattis book is going to play into it.
Exactly.
Which may be why they're going to court. Right. They can get that documentation.
And if that comes out, if there's enough doubt, then they could
How long does this slow down the whole process? That's the other thing.
No, that's unclear to me. I don't really know where that might land. There is a possibility that they might have split this deal where Microsoft got one part, Amazon got another part.
By the way, if you're Microsoft, what do? You just take the contract and run, and you just
I think you keep your mouth shut, and then you sort of wait for it.
Started. Hey, we're halfway. We got it done. We're already in there.